What? Oh, that's unfortunate. Not authentic. Why am I not authentic? Going. Oh, can I just like? Why am I not logged? Why is that not logged? Okay, I guess the Twitch stream's just not happening. We just have the YouTube side today. Alright. Actually, wait. Do I still have the? Do I still have the other one? The plugin? Or do I not have that? I have that. Oh yikes! Okay. All right. Well. Anyways, everyone, welcome to the stream. I reached a point where I was okay with the illustration working on less time. So while I assist on that, decide on how I want to change the way the colors work, because I do want to probably find some time to figure out how to what do you call it, desaturate some of the background colors, especially. We're gonna mess around with this again for a bit. So as of right now, what we have here is a bunch of motions that we're trying to slap into templates, which we could then take over into the full loop, because right now I just made a duplicated template scene to create these, and then we're going to put them into the full loop part here. I think realistically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a probably just a white whole layer on top to use as a fade in, fade out, or see how good the snapping is if we take the positioning and scale and change it between a single frame. Hope maybe that will snap fully and I won't try to do some weird transformation of the whole image where it's very awkwardly trying to follow the image around, hopefully. But for now, playing with the oh, that feels really motions here. Can I just grab all of this? Is that? I really don't need to grab everything, but okay. That was what, 8 seconds? Let's drop that down to like, see how that feels. Around 4 seconds, how does this feel? It's a little unfortunate that I can't create a loop very easily. I should just probably just drop it down in general so that I'm not, I don't have such a long loop happening. Let's just drop that down to 10. The loop happens quicker if I just let it play. Look at that. Is what, the eyeball? So we're looking at green is the X. Maybe let's just set that a little bit. We just want to go like. Let's see how that. Okay, the eye open. It should probably happen quick. Like. A little bit this way, but also pull this in. Okay, sure. Probably stand. That means, yeah, as part of this motion, we're also gonna need to do stuff with this. So as this comes in, let's just have this at default for a bit. As this comes in, we want to dilate the eye. Oh, this motion isn't very. Push me. Bring it up and down a whole bunch. Or what does that do to the eye? Not very obvious, right? Does this need to go like all the way up? Where is this? Or what was that dude? Ah, it's honestly, it's not really doing anything. The more interesting part will probably be about here. So I think I should probably add this in separately, but actually do a little bit of a fun highlight motion just by going. What's this currently look like? Whoa, 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 don't do it yet. What does that kind of look like if I do that? Okay, it needs to be less motion, or the whole motion itself needs to be closer together. Let's just see what happens if I just halve this. Can I see this? Can I? Hold up. Let's see. Live 2D animator show time line in seconds. That thing I can do. The palette menu. I can't simply a gear or palette on the top. What? I love how this is showing me. Where? Oh, that is up there. Is this old? Playback track properly timeline. That's freeze. What is this? I don't have a gear here. Playback timeline. Oh, up. Current position time, no. I want to. Display a light, no. How do I change the format here? Time unit. Unit. Let's see if we can find it. Can't find unit, are you serious? Grid display linear. Where's this? I don't see this. What's here? What was that? Edit before frame? No. Grid? No. Resize? No. Oh wait, I can actually just resize it. I'll let menu icon on the timeline. What's this? Great, no. Show hide, no. Freeze, no. Repeat, yeah, whatever. Playback speed. How do I change the? I change this. I want to change the time. So it's not showing me frames on the timeline because that's insane. Wait, no, it's showing me time. No. What? Hmm? I click on something? Ah? Minute, 50, minute 30. Huh. This motion needs to be just... Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. How much is two? How do I feel about that? Oh, regardless, so... I only have what? X motions? Don't really have the Where's my shadow? Shadow's moving with a fit. Okay, well for now let's just go insert keyframe. I only want very small motions here, so Not gonna go too hard on this. Bu- 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 Oh, I do have a Y. Hmm. Bu- 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 bum. Oh, do some variants on this later. What? Bu- 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 bum. Bu- 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 bum. Hey, that's too much. It needs to vary up a little bit. Hmm. Ba- 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 ba. Where was that dude? Hmm. Bup, 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 Hmm. Oh, bup, 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 I can need like one more round of some missions. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Bum, 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 bum. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 bum. Ba, 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 ba. Just staggered us a little bit. I raised us up a little bit. Just wanted to be like moving a little bit more than the end point, so Alright, so then mm, To the spot. I just copy. Did I copy this shift? I just straighten this. These. Bum, 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 bum. Mm-hmm. Ba, 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 ba. Alright, then we need to go over to here. That just throws some arbitrary values and then see how it feels. The usual. Out here. Let's just see what that did. Up, 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 up. Whoa, don't do that. These will be bigger missions. Hmm. Um. Hmm. Bup, 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 Sure. That'll do. Be a little aggressive with this. And most of the way out of the way. Hmm. Hum. 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 Hmm. Alright, where's the Steve? Or what that do? Like a very light one, right? I feel like bounce a little bit back, right? You know, you should be early. Hmm. So it's got like this returning motion. Hmm. It only at least got like. Bup, bup, bup. That feels a bit. Let's grab just. Bup, 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 hmm. Um. Hmm. Um. How does that feel? Okay, for this spot. Oh right. Oh, I guess that's really done here. Okay, how do I feel about that ribbon ripple? Bup, 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 quite. Do I need to add the ripples here? Where's the spot? This is the actual water. That could be added later. What is this? This is legs, this is coat. What was this? Hold up. Just make sure that's saved and come back over to here. This was not you. Oh, you're the leg. Okay, never mind. What's on the coat? Will I just not rename these? No, that's this one. Right, oh, these are opacity, right? But the opacity's on, then it will very awkwardly kind of ripple out. What's the best idea of that then? Do I need a bit of water motion here? Okay, let's just add for now keyframes. Oh, that before 0? Why is that before 0? I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's just say that a ripple is twice over 4 seconds. Let's say over about here we want the ripples to be somewhat visible, and then by here we want them to be not very visible. So that we can, from here to here, have it move outwards. Actually, wait, no, this has to happen before it reaches the end, so it has to go reach out to here. You, out. So then that gives... I don't know if I should use the repeat function for this. I guess that works. So then we want to go through here. After 4 seconds, we want to just basically repeat this motion. Well, that's so nice on the... Or you could just... and we want... let's see. The opacity to repeat again in about 3 seconds. We basically want it to be somewhat visible. Give us some arbitrary values, and then down to 4 seconds, we want it to be invisible again. Or what does that do? Let's have a look at this. It's out of frame. Can I change the visibility of these things? I can, right? Let's just increase this so that I can just look at this whole thing. Let's just say this is... Oh, that's stupid. Alright, good. Hold up. We want to go over to here. We just want to center this. How do I center this? Okay, that just lets me look at the whole thing. This doesn't affect this. Okay, good. Okay, let's see what that did. So, looking primarily at this now. Oh, One of these just went wild. Why did one of these just go wild? The red one. You went up to 30. You're supposed to be at... You're supposed to be at 20. You. Help. And we just stagger these a little bit. Look maybe a little bit more natural. Let's grab just you for a moment. We're going to... how should we do this? I want to stagger these. What do we want to do? Let us bring you this way a little bit and you this... Actually, wait, no. Let's just grab this whole part. Pull this in a little bit. Does that change much if I just stagger these? It makes it restart quite a bit. I don't know how I feel about that. Alright, let's just grab this and let's just pretend this goes out long. What does that do to it? That looks a little weird. Okay, let's just not. Or should they be the same speed and we actually just slightly move... Oh. Lightly move it along just a tad, and we'll grab you and move you along just a little bit more than that. What does that do? Like a little bit. How do I feel about that? It does pulse as the arm comes down a little bit in terms of the actual motion there, so I guess that's fine. Alright, we'll go with this. I'll kind of do the exact same things. The arm's actually moving in sync, so we'll hit and insert some keyframes here. And we shall... basically here we want to just go the first time round. Then up to here we want to go the second time round, so up to 20. Ooh. 10. 20, yeah. And then we want to about fade it in about here. And then turn it back off about here. Fade it back in about here. Then fade it back down about here. And then we want to stagger it a little bit. We'll just grab this, we'll just shift this along a little bit, we'll grab this and we shall shift it along a little bit. Make a little bit staggered. Why do I have the left arm ones being so far apart? I can't remember. Okay, that's what I need for this part. That'll do for now. Okay, how do I feel about that? A lot of keyframes for not a lot of movement. Let's add a little bit of the, let's go from here. Just, you put a fuck. Be low. You put this at 0. Go from here to here. Let's increase this the font. From here to here, let's increase it up again to about 8. It was allowed us to drop back down just so that it is doing something in the little bit extra motion I'm probably not going to use. Then what is this? Link motion, we don't want that right here. That's usually about everything. Okay, that feels okay. Alright, then we want to grab everything in here. We are going to... does that include this? Please don't include this. We don't need to include this. Actually, wait, no, did I move this? Is this different from here? It is. Okay, don't grab this part. We just want to grab everything above it. How do I grab everything above it in a smart way? Can I just do this? No? Alright, well, let's do it this way then. Oh, is there not a collapse button here? That's like quick collapse everything? No? That's crazy. Alright, we'll just go like this then. We'll do that. That should select everything there, and we shall template that. We want this to be... let's just call this hit focus entry. Alright, where's the folder here? Is it this button? Open folder. Please sit in the correct folder. It's insane that I can't move this around inside the editor. Okay, that's... Alright. Okay, let's go with that. Alright, now to get rid of everything again. Oh, I need to open this all up. That's crazy annoying. Can I just go like... If I just deselect, just go like that. Also... Oh, that's annoying. Hello there, by the way. Okay, let's just grab everything, get this all out of here. Oh, right. Just not this spot, we don't... Oh, that's annoying. Okay, everything from here up to here. Get this all out of here. Okay, let's just see what we're looking at from here now. If we first get everything out of here and we template the leg into the... Don't need to go one frame forward. Head. Did that do anything? It did. Okay, so that basically goes one into the other. What? Wait, what's my... Where's the leg motion? You. What? Why are you so far in? Leg motion, right? Then at the end of this, put in the... how do I get to the last frame here? How do I get to the last frame? Is there a way I can just specifically hit the last frame here? They just go like this. Okay, this is the last frame. The frame afterwards we want to do hit focus entry. Give that be... Is it doing something? I don't know if it's trying to do something and it's currently... Not doing anything? No? Please put this in. It would be very nice if that got put in. Why you no work? Why are you not working? That's really annoying. Alright, let me just switch over this. Alright, can I just plop this straight in? Okay, screw it. We'll just... And we'll do it like this way. We'll just tell this part to go get the heck out of here for a moment. Get that out of there. We're just going to grab everything else and we're going to tell it to save as a template. Apparently that didn't work. Full of hidden tree. Then we go over to here. Should be able to just throw this in. Okay, that worked. Don't know why that worked. Alright, let's have a look at how the frames are doing. This early? No, this isn't early. We wanted the frame after. So in theory, that means that when given our 1920 by 1080 frame, we could start this by scaling this like way in, move this over to here. As this goes down to about here, we want to maybe shift this way, let's say. Also maybe zoom out a little bit. I can't use a curve here? Well, that's really annoying. Okay, let me just take a look at where we are looking at the frames here. Because we should switch over to next frame. We had to switch immediately over to the head here. So we're just gonna go ahead and grab this. We're gonna zoom that out a lot. We're going to switch over to here. Actually, let's zoom in more. And then that curve is really not making me. And as we move along here, let's just say that. I mean, most of this we're actually going to use. We're only go. We just want the arm motion. All the arm motion. Then we go up to like here. And we want to zoom out a bit, and we want to bring this down to like. I'll do here maybe. I'll to avoid the edge of the screen here. So basically what this does now is we got... Oh, that's a lot. Okay, we definitely gotta zoom out that far. Why is it doing a curve? What the... You don't... You. What? No, you. Don't... I can't control that. Why can I not control that? Well, that's really annoying. Why is it using a Bezier curve? That's insane. I don't need a Bezier curve. I need you to transform in a linear way. Why is it using a Bezier? What? Why? Like, what the fuck, man? mean, it's really only just moving down, isn't it? For the most part. Let me just make sure. Oh, wait, what the fuck is this? Oh, that's the frame swap. Okay. Why does it do that? I don't need it to do that. I need it to literally just move down like a normal. Oh, this is insane. Let me see if I can Google this. Live 2D animator position move linear. I don't want to move the keyframe. I want to specifically move position linear. Am I not allowed to do that? That is actually crazy. I can't open. How do we do this? Bup, 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 bum. I not. How do I not have it curve in the motion? That's literally all I needed to not do. Why is it doing this? Is it this? Crack. No, I don't. I care about the trajectory, but I need it to not be a freaking Bezier curve. I like how this is just something you'd normally do in like After Effects. So there's like nothing on Google. Why is it curving? I just don't get why it's curving. Uh, okay, let me just. I actually don't know what. Okay, let's just get rid of that for a moment. Let's just say like right into there is where we need this to go. Then the frame after it is where we need this to go. This has to go down to like here. Wait, this is causing. Why is this causing the first part to curve? Why is this curving because the second part curves? That's insane. Why is it doing that? It doesn't need to do that. Why does it add curves just because it does that? You don't need it to curve like that. Alright, what happens if I just insert a keyframe here? What does that do to it? What? Wait, what does that do to it then? That's insane. How do we deal with this? It might actually be easier if I just mess with this inside a video editor rather than inside here. This is actually just crazy. Let me sit down. I'm gonna lose my mind. Like, what happens if I just, like, literally in here just tell it to be like, no, be like, over here, please. Like, no, like, stay over here, please. I don't know why it's, like, trying so hard to curve. Please don't curve. Just literally don't need it to curve. Why is this flying out here now? Just because I added all of those keyframes? What the fuck is this thing trying to do? Oh my god. Oh, go this way. Why are you flying out so far this way? Go this way. Why is it flipping over here now? What is this loop? Why is there a loop here? Where's that loop happening? It's like... I mean, that's fine. Like, to flop over to here, why is it curving so much? Can I, like, grab these and move them? I can't touch these. I can. Wait, then... Do I still... I shouldn't need these. I shouldn't need these points if I can move the freaking curves there. I should be able to come into here and be like, holy shit, don't curve. What the heck are you curving for? Can I grab this point? No? Why is it grabbing this? What? Oh my freaking god. Where's this curve coming from? I just literally don't need this curve. Why is this curving? I literally just not have this curve. Fucking go. It's making it so much harder than it really needs to be. So this literally doesn't do this if I only have like the first part. If I just go from point A to point B, it's like, okay, you want to go from point A to point B, it's a straight line. It's just when I try to move very rapidly, it suddenly decides that I need a whole bunch of like new frames for like absolutely no reason. It needs like a curve. Like if I go whop and suddenly it's like, oh, you need a curve. I do not need a curve. Because why does it do that? And why can't you just move without creating that curve? I can't get rid of the cedar. I don't know about this. Alright, let me have a think about this. Alright, what happens? Let me just have a look at this. What happens if this is further apart? Does it not lose its mind if it's like a little bit further apart? Grab this point and just like shift it. No, it makes the curve even more crazy. So, for some reason, adding a point later causes... only causes the curve to go absolutely insane. It doesn't need to curve like that. Why does it curve like that? With this curve, I just don't need this curve. I need this line to be straight. What the fuck is this? Like... Oh, you go this way, straight. Okay, you can kind of force it. Okay. Then can I go from here over to here without causing a curve? What the fuck is this? I am gonna lose my mind. You. What the fuck? Okay, let's go round the end of this and go straight. You. On this curve. Straight. Why are you trying to bend? Don't bend. How did I even bend that thing to be straight? What did I do to it? I don't know what I did to it to make it go straight. Oh, come on. You just need to... Okay, fine. You go here. And then you have to... Why are you trying to bend? You don't need to bend. Why did I delete the whole thing? She's trying to grab this thing. Alright, what? What the fuck happened to this? Straighten. I need us to straighten out. What the fuck is this, like, minute adjustment? You can just see the thing just trying to bend itself as I go down. I mean, this is at the point where it shouldn't be noticeable, so honestly I should stop messing with it. That feels so unnecessary. What? Alright, what's this doing? Okay. Alright, let's create just a standard loop here. Okay, just need to be able to see the whole thing as I work on this. Basically, I want to create a 6-second loop here. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a keyframe to everything here, and a keyframe to one outside of here, which is about. Well, now I'll just use. I guess I should also throw out, if anyone is watching this as a how to do these kind of animations thing, use After Effects or just any video editor, and don't do this. Don't do what I did with the stupid positioning here. This is me being very lazy and trying to not have to go out and pirate After Effects again. Let's see. Alright, let's throw down some random motion here. Throw on some random motions. Alright, how's that feel? Just for the front part? That is a great. Wait, blue. Give me blue. You. Ba, 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 bum, ba, ba. Why is it not looping? Loop. Hmm. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, I just missed this real quick. Where was that done? Feels fine. Oh, should I add more motion to the bulb? The back of her head a bit. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. How's that feel? Ba, 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 ba. Want to move the eye border? I want to mess with the highlights again here. You just take this and throw this into here. Ah! Yeah, that's fine. Gonna see how it feels as it plays. Makes the... Don't really have the quite the right feel, but it works. It just looks absolutely insane on what it's doing. What happens if I just shush this out? This up. Just grab this and I just go whop like this and just face it out. How does it feel? Very minor motion. Alright, you. Alright, open a little bit and then as we reach here, we want to go all the way down. And as we open back up, we want to bounce up into a little bit. I mean, it's not as jelly-like as it would be about just running through physics, but I don't know how it feels sometimes when the eyes and people's models are like super jelly-like, but just leave it at 5. I think that's fine. Okay, so we want to at least This is kind of gonna have. Oh, not you. Work as the similar to the breathing here. How do I feel about that? Hello there, how you doing? Not too much movement. Yeah, we're currently working through the looping portion. Hopefully I don't have another giant fight with the positioning tool. Is that too much motion on the arm? I think that is. Bring this up. Okay, let's just not miss that for a bit. What do I want to do with the legs? No, I want to... if I just grab the legs and just go mwap and mwap. I think if I do that, I'm gonna have to swing them. Go like that, and then swing them round the other way, and come around. How's that feel? I gotta do that, I need to do... Or should I swing the same way? Less on you, less on you. Man, it's fine again. Alright, let us go. We are doing a motion here where we're going to need to effectively I learned Live 2D primarily before a lot of the well, like pretty early on in terms of like the big boom in the West, but basically all of the animation things are very scrappy bits of understanding of how animation works and just trial and error. Because let's be real, nobody is putting up anything. Like, you'll see animations around the internet of people using the animation tool in Live 2D, but there's nothing on like how to use the animation tool itself, because no one uses it. Because every single, I mean, you probably find some for in Japanese, but there is no English-speaking person putting up Live 2D stuff that isn't just in the modeling part for VTuber models. What do we want to do with this? We want to bring this down, so let's just swing this forward a little. But yeah, swing this both ways. Swing this. How extreme is that right now? It goes like, I want this to be like a little bit after the arm motion, so swing this into here. So like, so the arm comes out to here. We want this to still be moved. No, this just to be a bigger motion. You go... Not that. Not really that big of a motion. Not really that big. Cheers to that. I'm actually pretty happy with how I colored this piece. It did also involve me figuring out how to use the masking tool properly in Clip Studio, so it was a good learning experience too. There are some like funny aspects of this, you actually look at my parts here. There's what originally was an overlay is now a 5% add layer in Live 2D. This is like sunlight, so you turn this off and like you'll see that it is slightly less orange. That's like some of the dumb parts you have to just take account for. I actually feel pretty good with the water as well. The water is something I'm actually very happy with for this piece. On that note, let's actually mess with the water a little bit. Because we are in the water here, where's the water? We basically want this to go... Which one in the middle? Just go whop like this. Is that too much? So basically I have this like little distort motion here. But does it work if I'm going from nothing to... I think if I'm going to do this, I need to actually go down and grab you and then you go down. How does that feel? Kind of see like the water distorting as though it has ripples in it, or it's not still water because we want this to look more like ocean and river. Not like the biggest effect. Should this be sped up a little bit? Like, it exists, so the water's not completely still, but I also don't want it to be like the main distracting part. Is 6 seconds too much for that loop? Should it be shorter? Okay, I think that's okay for the water. I'm just like staring at it. Alright, let's play around the ripples a little bit. So, the ways the ripples work is that we need to... we say we want one ripple to occur here. We want it to end about here. So let's just add a keyframe here. Add a keyframe here. So we're just going to go like that, up to 10. In the middle of that, we're going to go like that. Then we want to probably do that again, right? Let's just say about here. We're going to do that, and then up to here, we're going to send another ripple out like that. How's that feel? Whoa, don't do that. Okay, let me just see what that did. Oh, and this, we're just going to send this out to 20, I think. A little bit messy because I'm using repeat here. Let's just see what that did. Instead of using these, we're going to send out a third ripple just to see what that does to it. So this should be here, right? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Here. Needs to go up again. This needs to go up again, and this needs to go up again. This is up to 20, so this has to be up to... let me just do this in the graph. That's actually easier. 30, right? Where's 30? Here. So that should create some pretty shitty ripples, but it kind of works. That's not spaced very well. It's because of this. Let me bring this. That's all good. I don't think you need to be able to animate to appreciate it. and it also gives you a different point of view on how to look at it. I think these have to be at the same pace. I can't have these be so far apart. Let's just get rid of this for a moment. So basically, we just want to repeat this about what here. So about every 2 seconds, we want this to pulse. So we'll just go like that, and then at 6 again, we'll have a pulse again. Then we want this to be about halfway. Purposely doing this a little bit vague for ripples, so I don't want it to be completely lined up with each other. Then at here, we want to go in. That, grab that, pull it up here. Then over to here, we want to go up to 30. To grab. Yeah. What? You up to here, then you up to here. I don't know how I feel about the ripples. Okay, what happens if I just grab all of this and so it's like just not as opaque? How's that feel? Feels more faded. Actually, I think I like this better. It's more subtle. Okay. Kind of just do this over all of the bits that need this. So only about 2, right? Nice, cheers to that. That is definitely the bit I'm not sure about. Animating... Using Live 2D itself, I've been using it for about 5 years now. Using the animation tool, it is very spotty. It is whenever I feel like it. In terms of animating a full illustration, this is probably the 4th time. But I did, when I first started, I did a pretty bad job at doing a video outro thing. Indeed, this is what I'm pulling out when I have finished the plan for the week. I don't have another plan really in place yet. This is the thing I pull out the box of things I started and haven't finished. So I made a video outro. I did a very simple looping stream starting screen. Then I made a little more advanced stream in screen. Both of those are gone now because Windows exploded my PC. Unfortunately, but was that Code Ripple? Was that what I'm looking at? Code Ripple? Wait, there's nothing using this? Oh, nothing's using this. That's hilarious. That means that if I... Wait. Oh, I didn't I've not renamed these. I didn't rename these. That's a yikes. I'm just gonna presume this doesn't. There's literally nothing on this. Ripple, you. There's literally nothing on this. There's nothing on this. I should just get this out here. Alright, you out. You out. Okay, that'll be less confusing. Alright, you... Whoa, don't do that. You two, up. I need, what, 30? 30, about there. We're just gonna grab this and we're just gonna stretch you so that you're like this. How's that feel? Just staggers it a little bit. Do I have motion on this part of coat? Hold on. I have a bit on here. I don't think I have anything on the actual coat here. I need to add something to the coat. You know, there's like a puddle of water that's supposed to be holding this down. How do we go about that? What's the best way to go about that? Okay, first up, let's go... Coat the water, full of water. These are all just the water, right? What's the best idea with this? I think I'm literally gonna do this all together. Okay, so we're gonna go. Here, do I need to include the ribbon here? You know, let's just include ribbon here. Okay, we're just gonna mess with this, and then I need to shut up and leave people asleep. So I'm just gonna see if I can do something about this. Okay, let's make a new folder here. We'll name this to code sway, sure. You can be blue. I'm gonna give you a parameter for coats. I'm gonna go to so I have, if you look at the dates of those videos, I have not done any gaming in over a year now, because the algorithm basically won't allow it for a small channel. I could put it down into a list if it's if you're willing to maybe one day wait for me to finally get around to putting up a gaming channel. Coastway 1 and Coastway 2. Well, that's, no, I don't need that, do I? It just needs to go through. Okay, let's just see what I can do with this. Alright, so basically what we have is this part. Well, I'm really not sure this will work nicely. Alright, let me see if I can be lazy first up. It's always important to see if I can be lazy about this, so that's too much. That is way too much. It's one of those beautiful things of YouTube these days. I mean, I'm sure if you've watched any YouTuber, they probably completed. I mean, you're on YouTube, so I'm presuming you've at least heard one YouTuber complain about it at least once, especially for the gaming channels. You need a main gaming channel, a VODs channel, a highlights channel, and then a channel that's only doing shorts. Because if you put them all in the same channel, the algorithm will make all of the different aspects fight each other. And that's when you're only doing gaming. That feels okay. Okay, we'll go with that. I need to go 1 anchor into 4 and then like that. It would just. It's also a little bit. Is this bending in too much? Okay. This is bending in a little bit much. Let's just yank this. Let's pull this way. A little bit dodgy because I'm using single control points. Alright, what's this doing? This is pulling this out. I only want a very subtle motion here. Okay, I think I want to play with this real quick before finishing up. So let me, please create code. Create code. Do I need to close this and open this again? That's how it usually goes, right? I mean, they had to do the whatever they think is best for the channel in the end. And of course, the funny moments then, that's what they do. I mean, it's the same way for me. I found that the algorithm decides to absolutely annihilate the channel by putting the gaming on there. Because I used to do one gaming stream a week, like at the end, just to finish up the week after a bunch of art streams, and it tanked the channel. I mean, I don't exactly grow very much, but even on like the viewer side, I can see the analytics and it's just like absolutely tanking. It's hilarious. Okay, well, Live 2D has made a decision for me, so because I need to reload this if I want to mess with the code, so we'll finish up here for today. In terms of the overall motion right now, we look at this as a whole. What we're currently looking at is a little bit of motion in the head here. But this is the looping part, so you don't want this to be overly aggressive. So a little bit of leg motion, a little bit of the arm motion. The ripples are coming out here. Right now, the hair is swaying a little bit. Might mess up a little bit more. In terms of the other motions we have here, for the start of the loop part here, also still kind of fighting with people who just popped in recently. You didn't get to watch me fight with the positioning tool here. We have this is basically a 1920 by 1080 window. So basically, if this was like in a video editor, it would be done much nicer, but this is currently what it's doing for the first like 9 to 10-ish seconds. The idea is to transition from this. I'll probably add a transition into the middle here when it pops over to the area. Then that should transition into what I'm building right now. Looping portion here. That is the idea. Okay, so thank you very much for watching today's session of animating and a little bit of extra modding. Whether I pull this back out again next time is a different matter, because depending on if I have an idea of what I want to do. But I need to shut up and leave people asleep. So either way, if you want to see more of this, sure to be subscribed. Oh, the Twitch side isn't working, right? Don't need to tell people to follow today because the Twitch side decided to die. But anyways, if you enjoyed this, leave a like because that helps out the channel the best, especially for streams because you can't comment on the stream. And I'll see you all again next time.